Hey Leo, this is your reading for while the sun is transiting through Pisces. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Leo. Oh, walking away from what no longer serves us, I see. That's awesome. All right. Yeah, conflict. Reflecting. Reflecting on something, maybe on this conflict. Oh, Five of Cups. Regret. Hmm. Yeah, you're walking away from what no longer serves you. You're walking away from these empty cups. There there's nothing left here except emptiness. So it's time to move on, and it's like, I mean, it's hard to move on. So of course there's conflict. And then you reflect on the past, and you start feeling bad. Hmm. What triggers this, Leo? What triggers this? What sets this off during Pisces season? Oh man, Nine of Cups. Some kind of wish fulfillment. I think I'm starting to get cold. Um, King of Wands. King of Wands goes after what he wants. King of Wands going after something that's fulfilling to you, but there's it's like, have you already gone after this wish fulfillment and then there's like conflict and then you regret doing it, or you want to go after this wish fulfillment but trying to get it, there's conflict. It takes time. It takes time. mm. Oh man, the Seven of Pentacles, it just feels like, all right, Seven of Pentacles, he's growing this plant. He's growing this plant of pentacles, and he's at that point where he's trying to figure out, is it harvest time? Is it harvest time? Is it time to go after what I want? In the past, things didn't work out, so I don't know. Is it time to harvest? Or is it time to walk away? All right, hold on. Let's pull on the final outcome, and then we're going to pull clarifiers. And then we pull clarifiers on top of the clarifiers. It's fun. Ooh, shit. The Tower. Boom. Boom, shakalaka. I heard it in my head after I said boom, so I had to say it out loud. Boom, shakalaka. Oh, yeah. Okay, so a tower hits and you feel unsteady, unstable. I feel like you don't have what you need. What is that about, Leo? All right, let's pull some clarifiers. What is this Nine of Cups about? What is this Nine of Cups about? Yeah. it's it's not really wish fulfillment. I feel like I would need to read this both ways of like, all right, if you've already gone after this wish fulfillment, then you sabotaged it. Um, or you're gonna sabotage it. Mm. By being conflicted about whether or not to keep moving on with it or leaving it behind. Mm. Or if you haven't gone after the wish fulfillment yet and you're just like thinking about it, oh, but it's like it's like I feel stupid. I feel stupid. I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth and it's not gonna be fulfilling. And that leads to feeling conflicted over how to get this plant to harvest time. Worried about the past. In the past when you've put your foot in your mouth. In the past where you sabotaged. In the past where you felt defeated. When you were just trying to feel fulfilled. And we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. See, the High Priestess holds all the answers. But she's usually very quiet about them. Oh man, I just got this energy of like you feel like you can have this you feel like you can have this wish fulfillment, feeling content and just happy with yourself and what you've done. But under the surface, there's just nervous you're going to say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing. Fear of sabotage. Oh, man. All right. Let's pull some clarifiers for the center. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Yeah, she don't take no shit. She don't fucking want no sabotage. And the Knight of Swords. That's an unstoppable force in the world. And we've got the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The Knight of Wands wants to take action, but it can be a little impulsive. A little too impulsive. Um, huh. Alright, so we'll get back to the Knight of Wands in a second. With this Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords, she wants to resolve this conflict. She's like, we don't got time for this. Because this leads to sabotage. I just feel like this is like quick judgment right here. I mean, five of Wands is, it's a conflict, it's a battle, it's competing, and you know, you don't really have time to think with that. But the Queen of Swords is like, no. We're not having this battle. This battle's unnecessary. This Knight of Swords is saying it's saying it's time for harvest. It is harvest time. Um but you don't want to act impulsively. You don't want to act impulsively. You want It's like when you're harvesting a plant, you don't just start ripping it out of the ground. you get clippers and you start clipping clipping off what it is you're harvesting. Um, so it's like, yeah, you gotta take action, but you don't wanna be brutal. Because that'll lead to sabotage. So it's being clear and concise in your thought, in your communication, in order to gather all these pentacles. That way you can use them. It's like you grew them to use them. And now it's time to take action, but you don't want to take impulsive action, because impulsive action will lead to conflict and it will lead to sabotage. Yeah. Underneath the Knight of Wands is the Hierophant. If you're going to do it right. There's a certain order to the way things are supposed to be done. And then with this Five of Cups over here, it's like regrets over the past and not realizing you've still got cups standing over here. That's where the conflict is coming from. You need to close out this cycle with feeling bad and feeling regret about the past. Give it one good last look. Take everything that you should have learned from it and bring just the lessons into the future and leave the past in the past. Close out this cycle. And then take action. And then take action. All right, King of Pentacles. Yeah, he felt blocked. You feel blocked. You feel blocked. Oh, because of a choice with something that you love. Something. The choice isn't always with another person. It could be something that makes you feel like you have purpose. This decision's so important that makes you feel unsteady and blocked, trying to figure out the right move to make. All right, let's see. Let's get clarity on this Five of Swords. Yeah, the sabotage comes from anxiety. From anxiety of trying to get things balanced just right before doing something. But it's like the trying taking too much time to balance things because of all this anxiety is what leads to sabotage and regret and conflict. Yeah, we've got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's exhaustion. It's exhausting trying to keep these cups balanced at all times. They're not always it's not always going to be balanced. You know, I mean, I talk a lot about balancing your masculine and your feminine energies, which we all need to do, and it is like a fucking juggling act, but it's like we got to do the inner work, we got to do the healing, And then in between the focus on all that, we've got to just let go of trying to balance these cups, because then it leads to anxiety. It's like you got to do the healing work and then allow the energy to shift instead of trying to control it. That's what this temperance feels like. It feels like she's trying to control what's in the cups instead of just allowing it to flow. It's like when you want to manifest, when you want to bring something into your reality, you have to get straight on what exactly it is you want. And you have to be fully aligned, like, with that, with this is what I want, this is what I need, this is my purpose, and put that out into the universe and allow the universe to give it to you. All right, let's pull further. Let's see if, I feel like there's more I want to say about that, but I feel like it's going to come out the more we move on through this reading. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotionally reserved. He's trying to figure out when or if he should give his cup. But that's the problem. It's like trying to balance it, just like sitting here having anxiety over it, wanting to take action but not wanting to take action, and then if you do take action, it's going to be too impulsive and you're going to sabotage everything. So it's like really just trying to get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Yeah, see, quiet the mind. Quieting the mind, getting rid of this anxiety. Because the Queen of Swords is like, oh, all this anxiety is bullshit. All this conflict is bullshit. I want quiet. I want clear thoughts that make fucking sense so I know the proper decision to make. I want to know nothing but the truth. Two of Cups. It's like this King of Cups wants to share his cup. He does. He does. But he's got to quiet the mind first. Quiet the mind. Pay attention to the lessons that you've learned. Don't get caught up in the emotion of the regret. Pay attention to what it is you regret and why. Because that's the lesson that you're going to learn from. That's going to help you release this anxiety. And then once you release this anxiety, then this can come together. Whether this is romantic or professional or platonic or familial, it doesn't matter. Take what resonates. Um all right, yeah, pull more. We're gonna pull more. We're gonna pull more. All right, this Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like you want to have a solid plan before you before you go in, because you don't want to. It's like, yeah, you want to have passion to go after, like, the Knight of Swords, not the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands, but you also want Knight of Swords energy, um because you want to make the right decision. You don't want to make an impulsive decision. You want to make the right decision. In order to make the right decision, you've got to have a solid plan, like the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles might take a while to get there, but when he does, he's able to stay. Now, see, if this was the Knight of Pentacles all by himself, this would just be too fucking slow, And remember what I was saying about, oh, you spend too much time trying to balance shit, getting caught up in the anxiety, then it causes conflict. Then when you try to do something and move forward, it's too impulsive and ends up a bad decision. Well, it's like all the nights are coming together to go after what they want the right way, from the right, what is it, vantage point. The Knight of Swords is like, let's do this smart. Let's come at this from the right angle. And then the Knight of Wands is like, all right, yeah, we'll go in for it, and all right, you tell me which angle is the right angle. And then the Knight of Pentacles is like, don't worry, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I'm gonna make sure we get there, and I'm gonna make sure it's solid. um, but the problem with it not being so solid is getting too caught up in the thoughts. Too caught up in thoughts, too caught up in trying to trying to balance the feelings too much, which was one of the readings I did before this one. It was Cancer. It was trying to balance the emotions and balance the thoughts. But you gotta like quiet the mind and clear the thoughts first in order to balance the emotions. Um, hmm. And it's kind of having like the same vibe here. Like you gotta quiet the mind and get clear on what it is that you want and what it is you're going after. And then things come into balance on their own. But being too caught up in, I gotta keep things balanced, it's distracting you from being able to see things clearly. All right. The moon. The moon. Hmm. Yeah, you want to come up with this solid plan because like this moon card has very jittery energy to it. Very jittery energy. It's making me think of like the Knight of Wands wanting to just impulsively go in, but it's like, no, that's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. The Knight of Swords is like, nope, that's not a good idea. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna make the right fucking move. Well, actually, it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, hold on, hold on. Let's talk to the Knight of Swords. What's the right move, Knight of Swords? Because the Knight of Swords is intellect, logic. He's quick, he's decisive. Mm. Decisive, but not impulsive. Um, but he is an unstoppable force, so sometimes the Knight of Pentacles needs to be like, hold on. Let's be clear completely. Because there's a lot of shadowy energy here, a lot of jittery energy. So we want to make sure we're clear. I want to make sure we're clear. 4 cups. Feeling unhappy, feeling discontent, feeling it's like not happy with what's in front of you. Yeah, I mean, look at this 5 of cups. This guy's not happy with what's in front of him. He's fucking sad about these 3 cups that are spilled, but he's not even paying attention to the fact that he's got 2 more over here. Oh, man. All right. The world. The world and the 5 of cups. Yeah, you gotta close out this cycle. Learn what you can from it. It's time to manifest. Time to change things. With the Magician, it's always the energy of as above, so below. As above, so below. So if you stay in this regretful energy, that's going to reflect into your outer world. So it's like beneath the surface of this man, he's in regret. That's the below part. Now, as above, because so below, that regret is going to bleed out into the outer world. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want to change that. Yeah. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts to move on. You know what? It hurts to get the clarity of the regret. Because a lot of times when we get clarity over the things we regret, we see how we put ourselves in that situation. We see how we sabotage. Um, but we have to learn and understand our behaviors. We learned our behaviors from somebody else. So if we need to change a behavior, sometimes that's hard to face. It's kind of like, all right, yeah, other people can be the problem in a lot of situations, but in a lot of situations we're the problem, and we don't realize it. But you know what? When we do realize it, when we take responsibility and accountability for it, that's amazing. That is powerful. That is powerful. Looking at the past and seeing where you went wrong, and instead of being like, oh, woe is me, I'm gonna stay in this and boohoo forever, to be like, you know what? I see where I went wrong. I see where other people went wrong. I forgive myself. I forgive other people. I'm gonna take what I learned from this, and in the future, I'm gonna allow it to help me be more discerning. There is so much fucking power in that. Not a lot of people have that power. That's why a lot of people don't want to face themselves or their shit. But you can, Leo. You can. I mean, Leo is the lion. It's the king of the fucking jungle. Come on. There's nothing you can't handle. So it's like closing the cycle, getting the mental clarity, ending the heartbreak and the pain. Because you don't have to feel this anymore. I mean, you can choose to stay in this energy, or you can choose to really look at it as look at what it is you were supposed to learn. It's getting late. This is what, the fifth video I'm doing tonight. Oh man. So tripping up on my words, tripping up on my words. All right, Leo, what is this King of Pentacles with the Seven of Wands? Feeling blocked because, again, it's like being blinded and bound. Oh, but that shit's gonna come to an end. Because it's judgment time. Judgment time. See, they're blowing the horn. They're like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah." I don't think it would play that tune. Yeah. It's time to take a leap of faith. Judgment's here. Time to take a leap of faith. Because this King of Pentacles doesn't want to be blocked from his stability anymore. And the block is from being in this mental prison. All this anxiety. Gotta quiet the mind. There's gonna be a breaking point with that mental prison. What comes next? The Seven of Swords. Normally this is like the sneaky deaky, like can't trust them, but what I get off of this, I love that I'm getting this off the Seven of Swords right now. It's like being in a mental prison, then boom, the tower hits. The tower is the fucking clarity. The clarity. Take the lessons you learned and move on. See, he's taken everything he learned about his sabotage. Oh wait, do we have sabotage over here? Yeah, Five of Swords is under here. See how he's carrying Five of Swords? He's like, I'm taking what I learned about all this sabotage. And I'm moving on. And I'm moving on. All right. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave that here. Please comment down below. Let me know how this resonated with you. Please like, share, subscribe, and good luck to you guys.